Glasgow this weekend. Tell us a bit about your feelings ahead of this game.
Very excited, to be perfectly honest with you. I mean, coming into the new competition, there's a new vibe around the group, and everyone's just really excited, regardless of who we're playing. Everyone's just really excited to kick on and do really well in this. You know, in the last couple of years, probably round one hasn't been our strongest point. So get out there and rectify that on Saturday, hopefully.
You look at the group. You've got Glasgow obviously top at the moment. You've got Leinster, who we all know how a great threat they are, and Montpellier as well, who have started like a train in the French top 14. Does it put a bit more pressure on this opening game? Because if you do slip up here at home, it really puts you at a bit of a disadvantage.
I mean, you slip up anyway. If you slip up in round one, it's always going to be a disadvantage anyway. So you're never going to get a mug team coming into the European competitions. Everyone's a fantastic team and going to go really well. I mean, going against Glasgow, we know that they're a very dangerous side and they've been doing really well. So we're going to have to be on our best game to knock over a class side, which is Glasgow.
You talk about them being a class side. What do you admire about them most?
They play a lot of free-flowing rugby, but they also have quite a hard edge to them as well. They've got good set piece, and we know that we've got to get up there and really match them, and if not, take it a step further than that. It's going to be a highly physical game, and that's what we relish in. And can't wait to put forward. But you got to admire the fact that in the last couple of years they've done really well. They've been the standout for the Scottish teams, and we see them. We've been through the reviews, and they are a dangerous side. We've got to take that and match it head on.
You obviously go into this game off a few defensive lapses against Newcastle, and perhaps they won't give you the same amount of opportunities that Newcastle did last week.
I guess we can't shy away from the fact that there were a few defensive laps, but we've been working on them, and that's a beauty of rugby. Is there's going to be another game next week that we can rectify that situation.
So I mean, you look at Glasgow's start 6-0, and obviously they'll have come into this game off the back of a trip to South Africa. Do you think that'll affect them in any way? I mean,
not at all.
No,
not at all. I mean, they'll be on the same time, and they've been back in Glasgow. And you could ask any of the Glasgow boys. There's no way they're going to say that the travel's going to be a factor or anything like that. They've had their whole week to prepare, so I mean they'll be looking forward to it just as much as we are.
Cool. You obviously in this pack here at Exeter Chiefs at the moment, there's a lot of competition for places. How tough is the competition for places this year compared to maybe last year? Now you're champions, and it's you've got a few other people coming into the squad.
To be perfectly honest, since I've arrived, the competition for places has always been there, and I think that has, and you've seen that competition has bred great performances and putting on great teams on the weekend. So that competition is only good and it's only beneficial for the Exeter Chiefs, which you've seen in the last couple of years, really.
Is there a big bullseye on Exeter's back this season in Europe as you're the champions of England?
I think there's a bullseye on every team that goes out to play, regardless of what competition you play in, what you've done in recent years. Doesn't amount for anything in this competition unless you win your games and get out of your pool stages.
And there's been some big European nights here in the past, and some of the big clubs that have come here, like your Clermonts and Leinster coming back obviously this year, and Toulon and so on and so forth. What's special about the atmosphere here at a Chiefs European game that perhaps you don't get at a Premiership game, do you think?
I don't know. I mean, if you saw the semi-final last year, you'd say that's pretty amazing atmosphere that was here. So I think just as the seasons build on, the atmosphere gets even greater here, and all the fans are pretty excited to come out for a new competition, see a new strip being run around on the field, and I think they just enjoy it as much as we do.
Fab, I think that's all I need.
Ollie, you alluded to it a moment ago that lessons have been learned from past experiences, and now you've got to go into Europe a bit almost like we are Exeter. Let's play in the past you've probably been guilty of playing, maybe changing tactics for Europe, just because.
Yeah, I think that's a fair point. I mean, I don't want to say we've been overawed by the occasion, but sometimes we've thought that we've needed to do something different in order to win these games. I mean, you saw a fantastic performance at Claremont at home a couple of years ago where we played Exeter Chiefs rugby and came out on top with a great performance. Nothing really needs to change in the way that we prepare. We just need to do it to that extra level, knowing that there is a lot riding on each and every single game in Europe.
I know Rob and other players have talked about it this week, that the message is that you've played Exeter way in Premiership, and that's why you need the title. You've got to carry on doing that in Europe.
Exactly, couldn't agree more. I mean, that's what we've done. We've managed to beat some pretty high-profile teams. I mean, we knocked out the European champions in the semi-final. I mean, that was a fantastic game from both sides, but we played Exeter Chiefs' way, and that's what shone through.
And you better than most know the threat of Pro 14 clubs, having been with Edinburgh in the past. You know what's coming at you this weekend.
Yeah, definitely, and we even knew that last year playing against. Or in the last couple of years, sort of against Ulster and against Ospreys, regardless of what competition they're in, they know that they're in a, win or go home situation as well. So every team that you play in this competition is out to put their best foot forward.